Oh y'all, I'm sleepy, but what do I want to yap about today? Well, it is Sunday and I have a couple things I have to do before the week starts. I have to go to the grocery store because I'm meal prepping this week. I meal prepped last week and literally, why is it always the things you know is the answer to your problems, but like are the things you just absolutely don't want to do? When people tell you waking up early, eating pretty healthy, drinking lots of water, and getting good sleep, literally, it changes the game. It's literally the answer. You're in a funk. Go work out. Go eat right. Get some sleep. 7 to 8 hours and drink nothing but water. And then treat yourself from time to time. It's the answer. And it's only like so much resistance to that being a decent lifestyle to be living is because I've been living a lifestyle of eating what I want, not sleeping a solid 5 hours every night, not having set routines and habits for my success every day. Like the water part I got. I only really drink water. That's it. But other than that, nothing else. I just thought about it. I have a carbonated drink in the freezer. It's a sparkling water, but I hope it don't bust by the end of this video or explode in the freezer. That's a better term to say or phrase to say. But yeah, so this is week 2. I am on my menstrual cycle, so I did indulge in some sugar. I'm pretty proud of myself. Last week I didn't really have sugar outside of eating a piece of fruit. So I'm gonna keep that up this week. I felt really, really good as far as having a routine for myself in the morning, getting up, drinking my vitamins, taking my vitamins, reading my Bible, and just getting out of the bed. That's the hard part for me, just getting out of the bed and moving my body and giving my body the signal, okay, it's time to get up, it's time to move, it's time to do what we gotta do best, survive, right? So I'm going to the grocery store and the meal prep is gonna look the same from last week. I actually have the grocery list up here. It's the day prior. And the thing with meal prepping with me, I'm a picky eater. So meal prepping and picky eating really does not go together. So if you eat literally anything, you can meal prep. That's like the one excuse that's valid, being a picky eater. If you can like literally eat anything, if you eat eggs, if you eat bananas, you can meal prep. That's not an excuse. Like, I can't stand bananas. I do not eat eggs. So meal prepping it's difficult for me because I have to supplement those, prominent, they like to call them whole foods. It's literally just one ingredient, but it's packed with nutrients. I can't do that. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat bananas. It's a couple other things I don't really get into, so I have to find supplements for that so I can fill the gap. But last week, breakfast, I had low sodium bacon. I tried turkey bacon. People, a lot of the times you'll see them eating turkey bacon, and she's okay. Turkey bacon's okay. But after a while, it tastes like cardboard, salty cardboard. So I just went back to bacon, but I do low sodium. It's delicious. Okay, don't let people pressure you into getting turkey bacon if you're really not into turkey. Or if you know how turkey-based bacon can get after a while, it's just not good after a while. To me, do what you want. For me, I'm gonna stick with bacon. And then for lunch, no, finishing breakfast, I had 2 low-carb pieces of bread, turkey bacon. I maybe did 2 to 3 slices, and then this is a ballpark measurement of 52 to 56 grams of cut up strawberries. That was my breakfast. For lunch, I kept it really cute. I had a turkey thigh. Ooh. Chicken. I had chicken thighs, 1 chicken thigh, and a mixed vegetable. And I use like the bird's eye mixed vegetables. Those are really good. Those are really, really good. If you're not like a big cooker, I can cook. I just don't. Meal prepping and cooking everything, it overwhelms me after a while. So getting the bird's eye, that's like a really good, or like a decent frozen mixed vegetable option. Great Value has a good one. Get that. We wanna look good, but we also wanna work smarter about it. I need my recording still. Okay. How much time I got? Okay, we 6 minutes in. And then for my lunch, it would be essentially the same thing as lunch. This last week I had salmon with half a cup of yellow rice and some more bird's eye mixed vegetables. Delicious, by the way. So I feel like this is like my maybe 10th time trying to meal prep, and overall 10th time attempt to getting my health together. Honestly, I was just doing it for the wrong reasons. I wasn't doing it for myself. I was doing it for the appeasement of others, attention from men. The thought of that just makes my stomach curdle. But don't do it for them, girl. Do it for you. Do it for your health. This was like years ago when I was doing it for a boy's attention, like high school. But right now, no. It's all about me. Fuck everybody. I'm just playing. But for real, like, forget what everybody else gotta think. I'm in there for me. I'm in there for my health. I'm doing this for the longevity. So when 35-year-old Ashley can say thank you to 25-year-old Ashley now for taking the steps to get my health in order now. So I can cut up when I'm in my 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s. God willing, right? So meal prepping. That was the menu last week. And then for snacks, I think I had, of course, fruit. I would dice up green apples and peanut butter. That was my jam. Doing that again this week. I would have 2 cuties, 2 mandarin oranges. Those are really good. I'll do those again this week. And then the strawberries. Depending on how they look, I'll see if I get those again this week. So that, and then I had yogurt. It was protein yogurt from Ratio. I'll have a cup of that. I still got 1 more cup I gotta eat before I go to the grocery store. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. I feel it. Pineapples. Y'all, for the past 3 weeks, I have been terrified to sneeze or cough. I had to go to the ER because this was like the beginning part of January. Turns out you can sneeze hard enough and cough hard enough, and you can sprain a muscle by your ribs. That's what I did. I sprained a muscle by my rib cage, and I tell you, the most excruciating pain you could ever feel around about your chest area. It was like right here. It hurt so bad. And it's gotten a lot better, of course, with ibuprofen and Tylenol rotation and lidocaine patches. I've been keeping it afloat. And for at least 2 weeks, I didn't sneeze. I don't know how I did it, but I was so terrified to sneeze. It hurt so bad. But it's getting better. I'm still getting a little bit of twinge. Now that I know it's a little bit safer to sneeze, but it's literally like a 4 to 6 heal time. So I'm approaching week 4 this week of the muscle sprain. So word of advice, sneeze cute, cough cute. Don't get the and sneezing from your diaphragm. Sneeze very cute, keep it light so you don't end up how with the sprained muscle. Or worse, the nurse said at the ER, she was saying you can break a bone from sneezing and coughing too hard. Then what is the body for? If I can't do what naturally happens and it's not gonna protect me, what is it for? But anywho, to finish off the meal, I would drink protein shakes and the protein yogurt. To this week's menu. Oh, I ripped it. Look at me trying to do a lot. I ripped it. Lord. But okay, this week for breakfast, and another note, side tangent, breakfast to me is a hot meal. Trying to get fine, cute, sexy, hot, gorgeous, and tone and fit and lifted, and I can't be eating hot breakfasts like that. Hot breakfast to me is either buttermilk pancakes, French toast, sausage, grits, cup of orange juice, buttered grits with cheese, salt and pepper, sausage in the oven, cinnamon toast on the side, buttermilk pancakes, warm syrup layered with butter. If I can't have hot breakfast like that, that's healthy and that will promote the body goals that I want and meet my nutritional goals, it's not going to. I already know it's not. Then I don't want it. So for breakfast, I keep it cute. Usually people, like I said, you can meal prep if you eat eggs, especially for breakfast. People just do like a whole egg and 3 cups of egg whites or whatever measurement. They'll do an egg and an egg white. They'll do their turkey bacon and a side of fruit. They can do that every day. Or if they want a breakfast sandwich, get you some turkey sausage, English muffin, and the eggs. I can't do that. I do not eat eggs. So breakfast for me is a lot harder to think about. And I think I was getting it wrong there. And that's when I ended up giving up and keep the awful cycle of starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping. So the approach that I have with this one is literally breakfast is not gonna look like breakfast for me. For me, breakfast could be a chicken breast, a thing of toast, and a cup of fruit. If I want to meet my nutrient goals, it's gonna have to be that. I have to be okay with that. So for this week, the meal prep is going to be for breakfast. I'm gonna have a cup of yogurt and protein granola to go with it, and a side of fruit, either the cuties or the strawberries. For my lunch, it's going to be the same, and it's probably going to be the same forever and ever until I start seeing results, which is probably going to be until like approaching June. So we're doing consistency regardless of results, consistency regardless of feelings, consistency, consistency, consistency. I'll come back to that because I got some things to say about consistency. Lunch, lunch, it'll be a chicken thigh and mixed vegetables and another thing of fruit, Dinner will be this week. I'm doing shrimp, pan fried shrimp, and half a cup of rice. I'll think about adding another vegetable to that if I feel like it. I probably will, just so it can be balanced out. But half a cup of rice, pan fried shrimp, and mixed vegetables. And then for snacks in between that, dessert, sweet, something sweet, it'll be the cuties, the protein shake, and I have a protein bar as well. But that's gonna be like probably after I work out in the gym. And then rinse and repeat, and nothing but water. Oh, I gotta write that down. Gallons of water. But yeah, this is week 2. I'll definitely start seeing something hopefully soon, but I know it's a delayed gratification situation. And I was listening to Pastor Mike McClure Jr. What was this, last week? And I was studying his whole sermon. I think it's called Get the Step In. And honey, when I tell you that touched my spirit, it touched my spirit. But towards the end of it, it was essentially basically saying you have to make moves that align with what God's will is for you. So whatever it is, you do something, ask God to guide you through it, and continue to be in God's word, seek God first, ask for guidance, and it'll follow through. But towards the end of the sermon, he mentioned delayed gratification. And context, backstory, at the job that I work at now, it's out of school, in the after school program, I worked their summer camp. And I was a unit leader, and a portion of my additional responsibility for the summer camp not only was for the group of kids I had, but for the counselors in training. And we would have like 2 meetings during the day, but the evening meeting we would watch like TED Talks and have discussions about it. One of the videos was called the Marshmallow Experiment, and essentially the Marshmallow Experiment, the TED Talk we were watching, is about delayed gratification. Study about a bunch of kids. Let me make sure I'm still recording. How much time I'm at? 17 minutes already? Okay. The marshmallow effect essentially is they pulled the cutest little 4 to 5-year-olds, and their instructions were this. They sat them at a table, and they had a marshmallow in front of them at the table. The instructor told them, you sit here, you don't eat the marshmallow for 30 minutes. If you do not eat the marshmallow at the end of the 30 minutes, you will get a second marshmallow. So you'll have 2 at the end of it. And you can look it up. Just look up TED Talk Marshmallow Experiment. It's the cutest little thing. So they did an American study, and then they did a study in Colombia to see what was, comparison for scientific data reasons. So they did it, and the little kids, there were some that were looking, they were picking at it, picking it up, smelling it. Some would like touch the top of the powdered sugar and put it at the top of their tongue. And there were some that were outright eating it. At the end of the experiment, there were a couple that didn't make it, and then there were a couple that did make it. And from the results of the study, they showed that in 10 years, when they get into grade school, high school, college, the ones that didn't, or that did eat the marshmallow, turned out, having behavioral issues. They didn't do well in school. They turned out being troublemakers. This is that and the third. The ones who did not eat the marshmallow and was ending up, passing the experiment and getting the second marshmallow, those individuals became well students in school, well behaved, valedictorians, overall just amazing people. So all of that to say, to wait on what God has for you. It may not look like what you want it to be right now, but you wait and you be firm in the knowing that God has worked it out for you for whatever it is. It's already done. It's worked out, and it's worked out in your benefit, in your favor. You gonna get the benefits of waiting that out. And when Pastor said that in the video, girl, I broke down into tears because I have a deeper understanding of what delayed gratification is, because I had that experience when I was doing summer camp with the CITs and the TED Talk. So understanding this approach, that doing this, I'm recording. But understanding that with this whole thing, with me taking my time and being consistent, showing up every day for myself, I'm not gonna see it right away. I'm not gonna see the results of what I'm doing immediately. But what I do know is I'm about to be poop, 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 pat, pat, bam, later down the line, and I'm gonna feel better about myself. I'm gonna create that consistency and that discipline that is going to lead me so much further down the line, not only just with being disciplined with my body and what I'm putting into my body and creating a consistent routine for myself, but that can flow into my finances, my relationships, all those things, those beautiful building blocks to build such a solid foundation for my success later down the line. Setting that in place now in my 20s, when things look scary, when things don't look too sure for me right now, because I don't know what's going on, but I know what I can't see, God see, and God's working it out to blow my mind later down the line. But yeah, so I'm gonna go because it's going on, what time? It's 4:12. I gotta still upload this video, edit it lightly. I probably won't even edit it, I'll just upload it, child. And I gotta go grocery shopping for the week. But if I want to leave you with something, do everything with intention. Be intentional about what you do. Every move you make, everything that you do, be intentional. Okay? Is this serving me? Is this hurting me? Before you do something, be intentional about that. Always lead with intention. My mom would always tell me, make good decisions. Make good decisions. Literally make good decisions. Well, sound, thought out decisions. And girl, you got this. Girl, this week too for me, I got this. This week I'm incorporating the gym. Last week I didn't incorporate the gym like that until Wednesday. Then of course the snowstorm happened, but this week we're incorporating the gym and it's gonna be good. 2025, we got this. This is the year of reclaiming our time, getting our get back, and just overall being hyper focused and locked in and zoned out of the outside blockage and noise. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta go to the stove. Bye. Okay.